And so after urging the older woman to live reverent lives, Paul then says that they, the older woman, should urge the younger woman to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, to be busy at home, to be kind, and to be subject to their husbands, so that no one will malign the word of God. Then he says to Titus, similarly, encourage the young men to be self-controlled. And so again, Paul encourages self-control in these verses. This must have been a big issue in his time because he mentions it so much in this book. It seems like in those days people were just doing what they wanted to do. And I suppose it's the same today. We need to learn self-control. And in this world, it's so easy to indulge. Everything is so readily available in these times. So remember that today and prayerfully live a self-controlled life. But as I read these verses today, I loved the sort of mentorship relationships that Paul encouraged here. He said, let the older woman teach the younger woman how to live good lives. And then he says, you, Titus, teach the younger men and be an example to them. I love this. This is the joy of living in community. You learn from one another. Old teaches young. Young learns from old and grows in the wisdom of the elders. It's the way it's meant to be. So if you're an older person listening to this today, let me ask you, are you mentoring the younger Christians around you, in your family and in your church? You know, I've been very blessed by the mentorship and guidance of older Christians in my life. And even though I'm only 31, I've also enjoyed the great privilege of mentoring. Paul was a mentor to the young Christians in his day, like Titus and Timothy and Silas and all of them. They in turn mentored young men. Maybe there's a younger person in your church or your community who is dying for a mentor, someone to talk to, someone to lean on, someone to learn from. In fact, maybe someone's coming into your mind right now as I speak, who you can phone or message today, just to encourage them and affirm them in their journey. Maybe your encouragement as a mentor figure will mean the world to them. And on the flip side, if you're a younger person listening today, are you humble enough to learn from those older than you? Hey, you might know more about technology than them, but they certainly know more about life than you do. Maybe there's someone in your church, your family, your workplace, who is a treasure chest of wisdom and advice, and you can learn from them if you'll just take the time to have a few conversations. Have the mindset as a younger person that says, I want to learn as much as I can from my elders. Find people you respect who are God-fearing and faithful and soak in whatever wisdom they have to offer. You know, I don't know how I would have gotten anywhere without the mentors in my life. So be a mentor, older folk, and touch the lives of those who need your wisdom. Seek mentors, younger people, and be grateful for the ones that God places in your life. Life is much better when we help each other out and learn from each other like this.